What if you scribbled an idea on a napkin and it became a limitless scale tech company poised for exit? What if you had a vision of eliminating an inefficiency in your community, industry, or the world, and you had a chance to co-found a company and bring this product or service to the market? What if we could positively impact every social issue with tech? 10x Tech Tank is the #1 daily show for everything tech entrepreneurship. And whether you are technical or not, you will learn, be inspired, and witness transformation in the making. People will share tech ideas on napkins. People will showcase minimum viable tech products. People will explain their cash-flowing tech companies looking for acceleration. And if the person is right, and their idea is right, and the market is right, and the business model is right, then there's a great chance you will witness some serious magic. We are on a mission to build, scale, and sell 10,000 tech companies in 10 years. And we invite you to make history with us. Together, we achieve more.
Welcome to 10x Tech Tank. I'm Jared Yellin, and I'm here with
Eric Nowoslawski.
Eric, how excited are you to come back and sit next to me right now?
I am, sitting next to you, of course, is going to be the biggest part of that I'm excited for in Miami. But of course, there's other things as well. So I would say I'm a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 11 out of 10. Everything else takes But listen, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going on the journey with us. I'll never forget the moment when I realized that my calling as an entrepreneur is to build, scale, and sell 10,000 tech companies in 10 years. I called a few people that were on my team at that time. They said they were in, and the rest is history. And we've really started the process. The amount of momentum that we've built since that moonshot showed up in my mind and pulled me to it and pushed me to it is off the charts. We've had over 14,000 people submit their tech ideas. Over 14,000 people from around the world shared their dreams with us. And I'm so proud to say that we have over 100 companies in our portfolio in 1 year. What we've been able to accomplish in this first year has never been done before. And we've laid the foundation to do what I call the 4-minute mile in entrepreneurship. Roger Bannister was once told it was physically impossible to run a 4-minute mile. No human being can do it. But he didn't choose to listen to that story. He had a different story. And the story was one of success. And when he ran the 4-minute mile, he set a new standard for every other athlete that was attempting. And this moment, every single year, there are thousands of high school athletes that are able to run under 4-minute miles because one man proved it was possible. Well, that's what we're doing here in the space of tech. We're democratizing technology. We're giving everyone a chance, regardless of their ethnicity or their skin color or their gender or their age or their geographic location or their educational background. When the right person shows up with the right idea and the right market and the right business model, we're going to give them a shot. We're going to co-found a company with them. We need your support. Because every night we have our show, we have people pitching us from around the world, and Eric and I have no idea who's going to show up. So we're going to make a decision based on the 5 minutes that they share. And if you see something that we don't, please share in the comments below. Influence our decision, because you're helping us co-author the story of entrepreneurship, where we build, scale, and sell 10,000 tech companies over the next 10 years. So with that, who's the first entrepreneur coming to the tank?
What if you knew about Instagram or Slack or Clubhouse when the company was raising a friends and family round at $10,000 per person? What if you were able to see all the tech companies that Grant Cardone and Jared Yellin have co-founded in one place and invest in any that excite you? What if you were able to expand your portfolio into early stage tech companies with extraordinary founders and teams? 10x Tech Angels is the most unique investment club that you will ever find, because not only will you see some of the most innovative tech companies at the lowest valuations ever, but you will also be educated on how to pick tech winners, meet other members of our community, and experience the excitement associated with taking an early idea to exit. Become one of the founding members of 10x Tech Angels for an exclusive offer with some extraordinary bonuses. To learn more, visit 10xtechangels.com.
All right, we are back from commercial break with another entrepreneur in the tank. What is your name and where you're calling from?
Hey, my name's Brett Noel from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Awesome. You got 5 minutes. Please share your big tech idea. We're excited to hear.
Awesome. So my big tech idea is a brand new app that I started developing last year called the Dealio App. And Dealio App is a really simple concept, yet nothing out there is doing it yet. Essentially, what it allows users to do is easily look up restaurants' daily specials or daily deals of the days or happy hours. For years now, myself and all my friends have constantly wanted something exactly like this. Anytime we'd be going out, one of the first questions would always be like, oh, who's got a deal going on today? You know, like a Taco Tuesday or a Hamburger Monday or anything like that. And there's never really been an easy way to quickly look up and see a list of all of the deals going on for all of the restaurants. So I developed the app that's currently live in the App Store right now. You can go check it out and download it currently. It's called the Dealio App. And it simply allows restaurants to just list any deals, any happy hour, any specials that they have going on. Users can search through the app by the day, obviously. They can also search by keyword. They could search by, happy hour, tacos, pizza, what's nearby. It has a user interface map that they could search through there as well. And for the Dealio app, I'm looking for $100,000 for 10% of the company right now.
Cool. What kind of revenue are you doing right now?
So we're pre-revenue right now. We've only signed up 3 restaurants at the moment. So small revenue, I guess you would say there. We started developing it last year, me and one of my best friends who's since left the company to focus on his real estate venture. He still holds 10% for helping to start it. And we've basically just been doing about a year of development, trial and error. And then pretty much the last month, we've taken it officially live and started really going out and signing up local restaurants in the Virginia Beach area.
Cool. Awesome. I was going to ask you, so where you're starting. So who's the team that built it though? Was that your friend that left, or you were just a partner and you outsourced development to a software developer?
Yeah, so we outsourced development. We found a team online through a website called Envato, if you've ever heard of that. And so it's a team somewhere out in the Middle East that's done all the development for us.
Well, how much have you invested to this point?
Total investment, so we've really bootstrapped it, is right at 1,000, maybe a little under, a little bit more than 1,000 though, to get everything up and running.
And
Oh, great.
Cool. That's good for you, man. That's awesome. And what are the rest of those 3 restaurants? What are they paying?
So right now we started out and we've gone back and forth on this. I say we because me and my buddy we're starting it together, but myself, I guess now. We did $47 one-time sign-up fee just as a special to kind of kick things off and get it going. I really want to, once we get some traction with it and once we get more users involved so that restaurants see the value in it, really have that become more of an annual fee and potentially bump that up, of course, once we get more traffic going with it as well. But so right now we're just doing $47 one-time sign-up fee.
And have you built both interfaces, like the one for the restaurant to put their deals and then also the one for you and your friends to find the deals?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. And you're gonna, like, are there any users right now? Because there's the 3 restaurants. So are there people going and in Virginia Beach using this at the moment?
Yeah, so we've had, like I said, we did a soft launch last year and we've had about 1,000 app downloads. It's on iOS right now. We have the Android platform as well. We're just waiting for the developers to finalize some things. It's been a little hit or miss sometimes dealing with the outsourcing of it here. But so we've had about 1,000 downloads so far, 3 restaurant signups. And then if you go into the app right now and download it, you'll see there's probably about 30 restaurants on the app currently, because we went through and basically just reached out to some restaurants and let them know that we wanted to go ahead and set them up a free demo account just to kind of get that traction going so we can get the proof of concept going essentially and get feedback from users. So there's probably about 30 or so restaurants currently if you downloaded it. But like I said, about 3 specifically that we've signed up as paid restaurants. And then the rest of those are temporary demo accounts that'll go away here in a couple months.
What's your plan to scale? So you get the $100,000. What's your plan to increase the amount of restaurants that are on the app?
Yeah, great question. So that's the biggest thing that we're looking for is not only the money to scale, but also a partner to kind of help us in the direction of where to go.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
keep saying we, but it is myself currently with this. Primarily social media marketing as well as email marketing, just really getting the brand out there through either news interviews, local TV and news sponsorship there as well. But primarily so far, it's just been reaching out through cold email and cold social media messaging.
You own the name Dealio?
The Dealio app, yeah.
Oh, cool. Awesome. All right. What does everybody think about this platform? Would you use this platform? Are you trying to find places to go for a meal and you want to get the local Dealio in your community and find the place that has a special that's going to interest you and your friends? Eric, what are your thoughts on next steps?
Yeah, so I would want to discuss this more in due diligence. I think that Brett has done a lot of great work to get to this point and laid kind of the foundation for a pre-revenue company. And I'd want to discuss even more about that and what kind of marketing we could be doing to blow the platform up.
Yeah, I agree. I'm intrigued to see what you have. So
Yeah.
One thing in pitches, give demos. If you have something to show, it definitely will up level our impression. Many people come here with napkins, which we love, but if they're coming here with something they can show, it definitely gives us a chance to see how serious you are moving forward. But the fact that you've done it, kudos to you. And I'm a yes for due diligence. Let's go deeper into this. In due diligence, though, I really want you to think about how are you going to scale? How are you going to scale through Virginia Beach? How are you going to scale through the rest of the country as well? How do we get millions of people on this platform? Because that's really where it gets interesting. But great job today, and we're excited to go deeper with you in due diligence. After commercial break, we'll have another entrepreneur joining us in the tank.
The insurance adjuster industry has not received much love in the space of innovation, ever. Professionals in this industry are faced with extremely arduous processes that make scaling difficult and quality of life poor. Claim Guru assists public adjusting businesses by providing powerful tools for managing every step of the claim process, from origination to settlement and beyond. In addition, Claim Guru will help professionals stay on top of their adjusting caseload, proactively guiding them through the process, which makes the customer experience significantly enhanced. Our client-centric approach helps to increase your company's capacity, providing you with the tools you need to grow and succeed, from lead management, contract execution, scheduling, claims filing, claims management, loss scoping, loss documentation, document creation and distribution, file transferring, claim activity documentation, task reminders and organization, form filling and filing, payment intake and distribution. The process is currently way too complex and time-consuming to allow for maximum profits. Until now, we invite you to take your public adjusting business to the next level by hiring a guru, the one and only Claim Guru.
And we are back in the tank with another entrepreneur. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Andre, and I'm calling from Los Angeles.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. You have 5 minutes, Andre. Please share your big tech idea.
Okay, the name of my company is called Guardia, Guardi. Okay, what is Guardia? Guardia is an online and mobile marketplace that matches freelance security professionals with local demand, allowing clients to find immediate help for their security protection needs. Think Uber for security. Security in America alone is a $48 billion industry. Often, it is difficult to find security on the spot. Clients sometimes travel, and instead of hiring security full-time, they can just hire them locally. Also, a lot of times, security professionals get jobs by word of mouth, and vice versa. Clients sometimes have to also rely on word of mouth for like one-on-one executive protection, events, etc. On the Guardia platform, you will be able to see who's available and hire them on the spot. Clients will be able to look at a security professional's profile, see their credentials, and then select who they would like for their security. People are very visual and would like to select their security themselves. The national average wage for security in America is $14 an hour, which is terrible. Security is always your first line of defense and usually between you and the danger, but security is often overlooked and undervalued until there's a potential danger situation. With Guardia, security gets to set their own rates, and the client can decide what works best for them. Jared, you said it yourself. When you went to meet with Grant Cardone for the first time, the first person you had a conversation with to see if Grant treated his employees well was the security guard. That's also how important security is. Now, why am I the right person? Well, I've been a security professional for 20 plus years, and I'm not going to tell you guys what the plus was. I've done club security, events, private events, one-on-one executive protection, and I'm pretty certain I've protected people you guys have heard of. I was even a site security officer at one point with a hat, badge, flashlight, and a whistle. I hold 3 black belts and have trained on how to keep people safe, especially when it comes to assessing potential dangerous situations. Also, I predicted that after the government assistance relief program stopped, that crime was going to rise. And unfortunately, I was correct. Crime has gone up over 200% in every major city. I've invested thousands into this idea in countless hours so far. The business model. The way we would generate revenue is we would charge a commission on every transaction, a booking fee. There will also be an instant deposit fee, a cancellation fee, and in-app advertisements. Like security companies can advertise their companies. A security, if they want to be featured, they can pay a little bit more to be featured, to seen first on the app. And you know, companies can say, well, we're selling surveillance equipment, anything security. The kind of people that would use Guardia would be anyone that wants to keep what's dear to them safe. The business professionals, celebrities, families wanting to keep their loved ones safe, event and party promoters, the list just goes on. Competition. There are security companies that have websites, apps, and that would help them with their company. Guardia first isn't a security company, it's a tech company. All security that uses Guardia are licensed private contractors. We provide a platform that makes it easier for clients and security to connect. Some security companies will send their security to you, but you never know what you're going to get. A security could be 5'4", 140 pounds, and many clients want their security to look a little bit more opposing. But if they are looking for someone 5'4", they can find that on Guardia too. I have a mantra that I always say: serve no master, be your own boss. With Guardia, security can be their own boss. Security has the choice to accept or decline a job. Guardia also has a 5-star rating system. The clients will be able to leave ratings and comments. Now, guys, Jared, Eric, I have a question for you guys, okay? If you were on a business trip, wouldn't it make sense to have a security that is looking out and helping you avoid potential dangerous situations, just so you can concentrate and focus on what you're there for?
Yes.
That's Guardia. That's Guardia.
Listen, I definitely want you guarding me instead of Eric over there. Yes. 3-time black belt. Eric just does gymnastics. That guy. I don't know if he can protect too much. But no, awesome presentation. I love the heart, the relevancy. You steady invested thousands of dollars into this. Where are you in the process? Share more on the.
I've invested a lot of money into it. You know how you get with those companies that teach you how to build apps without knowing how to code, but then you spent all this money and you still don't know what you're doing. And then they charge you more money to build it for you. And then it came out like it's honestly unusable right now. So I'm scratching that and I'm starting all over. So when you guys said you need this, you need that, I need all the above.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. How do we get to market? Like, how do we get, because it's a marketplace, right? So we're going to need 2 characters on the platform. We're going to need the security professional. So people like yourself that are around the world, and we're going to need people that want to hire security. Let's first start with the security professional. How do we get them onto this platform?
Well, everything pretty much would be like on both sides. It would start off like word of mouth, but also I wanted to use influencers. Like, because I have quite a bit of connections with a lot of influencers, pretty famous influencers, and I was going to hire a PR agent.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then maybe you guys know something else that I don't know. It can throw a little pizzazz in there and help out, you know.
Cool. And are you prepared to make this your main thing? Like, is that the goal? Like, this is your legacy play in
that is definitely the goal.
Awesome.
Because as I get older, I don't want to be doing security for the rest of my life.
Got it. And you're still doing security right now, right? So you're
Yeah.
still in the trenches, but this is the vision. Like it's on your mind, it keeps you up late at night, it wakes up early in the morning. You just need the team to support you and bring it to life. Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, when I came up with the idea, it was during the lockdown, and I was still getting some work. People were calling me to work, and then they would hit me last minute. Do you know anybody else that can come with you, or do you know a team of guys? And if I would call guys that I know, it was like a lot of times they were busy doing something else. So I noticed a whole network of other security that's around in LA and around anywhere I'm at, but I just don't know them and I don't know how to reach them. So it just makes it easier just to put it in this one spot where people can just go in there, upload their profile, put their credentials, say their background, say what their licenses are, and then the client could just select right from there. Because I always have clients that say, I was looking all over for security, I just never knew where to find them.
It's interesting. So I was having a conversation this past weekend with this really successful entrepreneur that is in tech, and he was talking about the two industries that are going to just explode. One has already started to, and the other is about to, and it's homeschooling and security. And his whole logic is around what's going on politically and with COVID, and not to make this a political conversation, but there's a huge wave of families that are going down the path of homeschooling because they just don't like what the government's forcing on children within schools. And there's also a huge wave of need for security professionals because there are going to be people that just don't want to listen to the government, and they're going to want to have security to protect themselves and their family. So I do believe it's a market that already had a need. I think the need is going to expand immensely with what's going on politically. But Eric, what questions?
Well, so that's actually my next question is how big do you think this market is? How many companies are out there? Because like if Jared and I were to go someplace, we would not hire security. Like it just wouldn't be necessary for us. But people like Grant, he has security everywhere he goes. Like every single place that he goes, he has security. So do you know how big this market size is to do this?
As far as numbers, I can't give you numbers, but I could definitely tell you it's really huge. I mean, it's steadily growing. Like I said, it's a $48 billion industry in America alone. And I've talked to security professionals abroad. I've talked to security professionals everywhere, and they're like, man, this is a great idea. If something like this comes out, I would definitely want to be part of that, be on that, because it would be easier for me to find clients and things like that instead of trying to put yourself out there. So it's growing fast, and it can.
What kind of regulations or licenses do you need to be a security professional for a politician?
Well, for a politician, you first you need the basics. You need your guard card. Well, every state and cities have different. Every state has different names for it. Like here in LA, it's called a guard card. In Las Vegas, I forget exactly the name for it, but everyone has a basic they would have to get on. Now, once you get the basics, and a lot of times when it comes to political, they usually hire people that's background in the armed forces. So armed forces can be put on this app, and they usually kind of gravitate to that, or companies that I'm trying to get to advertise on here, companies that provide those services for these type of people. But honestly, I want to take over the whole industry with this. I want it to grow to the point where everyone can go to this for whatever security needs they need.
Gotcha.
I mean, anything security. I don't.
Well, no. So I mentioned politicians because they're easy to get in touch with. There's a lot of them, and they need security. Whereas, as far as like finding the one-off Grant Cardone, it's like Grant is big enough that he needs a security team. But just because you have 2 million followers on Instagram doesn't mean you need a security team. So I'm just trying to figure out how to quantitatively.
This is what I'll say to you about what a statement you said. You said you and Jared wouldn't need security. Honestly, a lot of people say that until something happens. And then you're like, wow, if I'd have just had security, maybe I could have avoided that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, crime has gone up 200%. And I mean, it's like robberies are happening in Beverly Hills in broad daylight to average people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of people, like I said, security is often overlooked, you know what I'm saying, undervalued until something happens. That's when people are like, man, I need security. Because just regular people are getting like.
You got some crazy security stories?
Oh, Jesus, sure.
See what our audience Love your energy, man. What does our audience think? What are your thoughts on Guardia? Are you someone that would need a platform like this? Are you someone that would want to use this platform because you're a security professional and you've wanted to find some mechanism to reach more people that have a need? Is this something that we should say yes to in due diligence? Eric, what are your thoughts on next steps?
So I was actually leaning towards, I think that this is a great idea. And then, no, we shouldn't go into due diligence because I didn't think that the market was big enough. But then thinking about how many politicians need security guards, and it doesn't seem like you need more certifications than what you'd regularly be getting anyway, then I was like, oh, you know what? That's a addressable market that we could go after pretty easily and take some nice shots at. I'm sure that this is a need for them. So now I'm a yes for going into due diligence.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm a yes too, and because I do believe this industry is going to grow. There's a lot of turmoil that's going on in the country, and I don't believe there's going to be an end to that anytime soon. And there will just be a need for security, like you're saying. Places that broad daylight, Beverly Hills is not a safe place anymore. A lot of major cities just not safe anymore with what's happening. And there are going to be people that just want extra levels of support, extra levels of care for themselves and also for their families. And on-demand security, like on demand, this is where you go. This is the brand in order to find all security needs. Someone's going to do it, and who more relevant than you to do it? You have 20, and you got that plus, right? Years of experience in the industry. You've been doing this for a long time. You have tons of relationship capital. So I'm a yes to move into due diligence. What we should talk about in due diligence specifically is getting to market. How are we finding, and this is stuff for you to think about, the security professional, and how are we finding the person that's looking for security? And how do we make security more accessible for people? Obviously, the platform does that, but how do we build enough awareness so the platform can deliver on that promise? Great job today. We're excited to go deep with you. After commercial break, we'll have another entrepreneur in the tank.
This is the great secret of my life. The thing that has made me is one word. Dude, this thing is so big. It's about the 10X movement.
The 10X movement had really improved my life dramatically.
Now I'm a millionaire because of it.
Our business was at $2 million. This year we're on projection to do $25 million.
Our revenue went up 29%.
We've already got our tickets for next year as well.
Before we even started, I could go home right now and I got my money's worth.
That's why I come to GrowthCon, and I'll always come to GrowthCon.
10X means a lot to me. 10X, like I told you, is just the beginning. 10 times more power to help those that need it the most. 10 times more power to motivate and inspire those out there. Give him a 10X!
With other people witnessing what's happening with us, is like chains are being broken from families everywhere.
I'm gonna tell you, 10X, it was a lifesaver, a life changer for me. And just because of what it's done for my family and what it's done for me.
And this is where people get stuck, and that's why we do the 10X Growth Conference, to get you out of comfort, to get you out of comparing yourself to somebody in Pakistan that has nothing.
We want to make this a big event for you. Our goal is to change your lives.
Welcome to your 10X Growth Conference.
So there we have it, another tank completed. Entrepreneurs sharing their dreams, sharing their aspirations. I get the goosebumps every time somebody comes on because I know how big of a moment it is for them. Most likely they've been preparing for weeks or even for hours, or maybe the night before they were sitting down with their sister or their brother or their significant other or their spouse or their dog, and they're like, how does it sound? And they're trying to make sure that in the 5 minutes that they have in the tank, they're able to prove that they're the right person and that they intrigue us enough, and that they intrigue you enough and prove to you that you're the right person as well. And those that accomplish that feat, they get invited to go into due diligence with us, where our executive team in a virtual environment sits down for about an hour with each entrepreneur, and we go deep. We go really deep into who they are and their idea and the market they're looking to serve and their business model. And if everything ends up working, we're going to say, let's move forward. Let's co-found, let's build, scale, and sell your vision. But as you're watching this, I want to challenge you. You can be a spectator here. We appreciate it. There's a major role in you showing up every night. But what if you're meant to become a tech founder? What if that idea that you scribbled on a piece of paper is meant to come to life? And what if you're the person that's meant to do it? Well, right now you're getting the goosebumps. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel like he's speaking directly at me. I am. And I invite you, head over to Pitch 10X. That's the number, pitch10x.com, and just submit your idea. Just do it right now before your logical mind kicks in and says that you're not fast enough or smart enough or you don't have what it takes. Before your logical mind kicks in, just do it. Fill out the application, let us review it, and maybe you'll have a chance to pitch us in the tank. So with that, thank you for being here. We appreciate your presence and your attendance. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.
Which napkin will become the next exit? Which MVP will evolve into a unicorn? Which cash-flowing tech company will reach the next level? Our hope and desire is that it's yours. Your idea, your MVP, your cash-flowing tech company. Now is your time. Head over to 10xincubator.com and submit your idea so that you get on the tank and give us the chance to transform your napkin into an exit. That's 10xincubator.com. That's 10xincubator.com. Let's go.